Do you like heavy textured art that delights as it weirds you out and shocks you? Ever wondered what kind of webcomic Salvador Dali might make? Well, we have your next binge read with Tearcom. The comic follows the Drithers, a government-contracted group of individuals with unnatural abilities tasked with the objective of keeping what is considered society functioning. Tearcom is a Drither, but her true objective is fighting. Follow Tearcom and her co-workers as they complete nonsensical tasks and battle strange foes in a wasteland. Tearcom, a comic about animals and punching things. Read it now at tearcom.thecomicseries.com. That's TIRKOM.thecomicseries.com. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to Supernatural Selection. I'm your host, Kevin the Bastard. With me this week are Mike the Skeptic. Mike, how you doing, buddy?
It helps if I turn the microphone on.
Yes, it does. Very good, Mike.
I was hoping to psychically broadcast. No, I wasn't. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
How many episodes deep are we now, and we haven't quite figured out the microphone thing?
We're 43 episodes in, I believe. 42 or 43.
Okay, this is like, the first or second time. I don't know how many times it is for me, but it's low. I could count it on one hand if I could remember them all.
Sure.
Someone's very defensive.
That's fair.
Yes, but I am here, and you can hear me now. So good.
And, of course, we also have Mr. David Davis. David, how you doing, buddy?
I'm regretting a choice that I made.
Are you? What choice did you make?
Well, I had a little bit of rum left. I mixed it with some ice water and some dragon fruit, like squirty bottle stuff, and it is unholy. It is not good.
Have made a mistake.
Yes, I have, and I'm going to have to drink my mistake.
Right. Yep. Nope. You made your bed. You got to drink in it.
So you made dragon fruit grog.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I want to apologize in advance before we really get into the episode. My voice is going to be a little raspier than usual. I'm not sure what's going on other than just, pollen.
Sounds fine to me.
Okay. To me, I sound rougher, and I'm just going to blame tree spoo.
Rough, tough, full of tree spoo.
Yeah. It takes a real man to take tree spoo.
I remember at the university where I got my bachelor's degree, around the springtime, we call them the sperm trees because they smelled heavily of sperm.
Dude, we have those here.
Yeah.
It was bad, man. It looked like it smelled like a bunch of dudes just like...
Yeah, no, there was
came wherever.
We had a party at one of our friends' parents' house, and they had a spoo tree in the backyard. We're all just sitting, and it's right next to their gazebo. So we're all just like sitting around drinking. It's like, that smells like spoo.
Yeah, no, I will never forget one of our friends in particular just yelling, "Why do I smell cum?"
Who put their sock in front of the humidifier?
God damn it. Damn it, Bobby. Yeah. So, let's see. It's a weekend weird this week, guys.
It's been a weird week, hasn't it?
It has been the weirdest of weeks. So, Mike, I know you're kind of scrambling for stuff right now.
Yeah, I'm getting the weird week leftovers, the sloppy didn't once.
That's okay. They're all good. We just had to pick out our specifics. So,
yeah.
David, how about you go first this week?
Okay, yeah, sure. So this is a article from Cron.com. Researchers keep finding creepy dolls washing up on Texas beaches by Ariana Garcia.
I think I remember hearing about this.
I saw the headline. I was like, I'm going to let David cover that one.
Yeah.
I mean,
make sure you look at those pictures, though, dude. They're great.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'm gonna go take a look real quick for reaction purposes.
So,
But I'll go ahead and start reading.
Yes, please do.
All right, so I'm not going to read the whole article. I'm going to kind of skim through it. But researchers regularly survey the coast for creatures like sea turtles, marine mammals, and endangered bird species. And while they often come across debris while combing the Texas shoreline, lately creepy dolls seem to be their most popular find. So the researchers saying for years now they've been mysteriously encountering dolls washing ashore on Texas beaches. The reserve documents the most interesting ones on their Facebook page. The creepy castaways are usually in horrific condition, covered with barnacles or missing their limbs, hair, and eyes.
Jesus Christ.
One of the group's most recently shared dolls, which had barnacles growing out of its eyes, was on Monday. Oh boy, a creepy doll. I know a bunch of you weirdos out there like this, said Jace Turnell, the director of Mission Aransas Reserve at the University of Texas Marine Institute, in a beachcombing video. This is some stuff that comes up all the time. So yeah, you're seeing those pictures now, and they're great. They're fantastic.
I'm looking at one of them in particular, and it looks like if the ocean, which is already terrifying in general, decided, I'm going to try to make a baby. And,
we got to fill the hole with something, so let's put barnacles.
That's a terrible idea.
Let's see. Tunnel told the Fort Worth Star-Telegram that he and his colleagues regularly find the dolls while surveying a 40-mile stretch of beach from North Padre Island to Matagorda Island. Every day is something new, Tunnel said. When you've found everything that could possibly wash up on shore, something else comes up. So they've apparently collected 30 of the disturbing dolls since he began keeping count. The creepiest ones are the ones that have lost all of their hair, he said.
Yeah.
The first doll they found was the head of a sex doll.
I'm looking at that.
Later, someone bought that sex doll's head for $35, and the proceeds were donated to Sea Turtle Rescue Program. So, a little happy ending, probably in a couple different ways.
Yeah, it looks like its mouth is full of ground meat.
Right, yes. And then, like, the one eye that's fully open, the other eye that is just, like, a hole slit with, like, looks like ground beef growing out of it, too.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's horrifying.
No, I hate this.
Yeah, no, this is like, but here's the thing, I want one of them. I want one of these dolls.
Good for you.
I hope you're happy with the curse and or spiritual possession you gain from that.
Look, I know some people that are like into the woo-woo stuff, and I'm pretty sure they would burn this.
Yeah.
Good. Congratulations on wanting one.
So the reason for all of this apparently is because Texas coastal Bend beaches get 10 times the amount of trash than any other beach in the Gulf of Mexico
That makes
because
sense.
of a loop current that extends from the Yucatan Peninsula to Florida, and it pushes the debris towards the Texas Gulf.
Well, not to be too offensive, but, all the garbage ends up in Texas.
Yep. But yeah, as far as like why there's so many abandoned dolls in the ocean, I'm assuming that maybe like a crate fell out of a boat or something.
Yeah, you usually find a lot of what was it I heard about fairly recently where they
Garfield phones.
Garfield phones, that's right.
I knew exactly where you were going. The French beach with all the Garfield phones. The container crashed in the 80s, and they just keep leaking out. Just Garfield phones on the beach for like 40 years.
I think it's accelerating too because of the deterioration of the container.
Yeah, one day there's just going to be this massive influx of Garfield phones, and they'll be alive.
Well, it's not like that's the dolls aren't the dolls and the Garfield feet are not Garfield feet, but the Garfield because the weirdest shit that washes up on shore is just severed feet.
Yeah, no, that's up in New York and Canada. They keep washing up. They just see severed feet, and I'm like, that's a nightmare.
Yeah. I think of all the dolls in this article, my favorite is the one that's wearing like a little caked on mud suit, which is like the huge ass barnacle just popping out of its eye.
He looks jolly, and he looks
happy.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, y'all's explanation is like, cargo containers. I'm like, drowned children.
The souls of drowned children manifest in creepy marine dolls.
That's why I don't want one. That's like a dead baby.
Yeah.
The spirit of a dead baby back on Earth in a doll.
Well, and here's the thing. A lot of these dolls are just kind of creepy on their own. I'm looking at the one that has very, very strange proportions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it like the torso is... Like, the head is larger than the torso of the doll.
Well, that's a standard baby doll thing.
It's very disturbing.
I used to work the toy department in a retail store, and they were a lot of your, just regular, I'm buying this for a young kid doll. They were like that.
Oh, they're still creepy.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. No, because, speaking of, like, weird doll shit, like, my, grandma had one of those. Have you ever seen those where it's like a it's not quite a doll because it doesn't actually have a head, but it's designed to look like a little kid has their arms crossed in front of them, and you lean it up against the wall, like they're counting for like hide and go seek. You ever seen those before?
What the shit are you talking about? I've never heard of that.
So yeah, literally, it's got the human torso shape. It's got the arms, and what they do is it's in little clothes, and they put a little hat on the thing, but there's no head to it because the idea is that it's supposed to look like a little kid who is leaning up against the wall with their arms crossed, like counting, like they're playing hide and go seek.
Would it be bad if I asked if your grandparents had a body count?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to get into that on the show.
Let's not go there.
But it's one of those things. Like my grandma collects weird shit. So like she also had this like fake dog that looks like a little curled up puppy sleeping, and then when you flip a switch on it, the little torso moves a little bit to look like it's breathing.
Oh, that is awful.
Ugh.
Yeah. Real chamber of horrors at times.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do the Newkirks know about this?
But you've never seen those hide and seek dolls?
No, I mean, like, the closest I've ever seen to it is when somebody has, like, a wooden grandma's ass in the yard where it looks like they've been overworking. It sounds a little bit like that, but in doll form, which is infinitely more terrifying.
Sure, I'm going to share a picture with you gentlemen and ruin your evening. I put it in host talk for you, but...
Great. Oh, no. Oh,
I've seen those before.
What?
You've never seen those before?
No, I mean, in the Child's Play movie.
Yeah,
no.
They're creepy as hell. I don't like them, but they're a thing.
I would friggin' kick that thing out a window.
Now, I would stay with my grandparents on occasion, and I wasn't much of a sleeper anyway, so I'd be wandering around the house at night and seeing shit like that. Just,
dude, I've told you about the alien cutout, right?
Oh, yeah, no, we talked about the alien cutout at the house.
I've talked about it so much I couldn't remember if I talked about it on the show.
Oh, yeah, no, we talked about it because I also told Perry, I told the world that I wanted to punch him in the face for giving that to me and myself bringing it.
You lusted after that.
I did, and then when I got it here, I suddenly regret it.
You were hot and horny for that thing. In fact, when you thought it had been thrown away, you were really sad.
I was.
So I told you that. No, it's just in the office because we're not getting the wine.
Which
now see, the alien wouldn't have freaked me out. Those little kid things, yes, but the alien cutout, I would have been like, "This is cool."
Yeah, no, but until night and it's backlit, and you just think there's some dude standing in your living room.
Yeah, until it's 3 a.m. The house is dark except for a few lights. And you go to the refrigerator, and out of the corner of your eye, you see a humanoid shape silhouetted against the the window. Yeah, no. Then your primal brain kicks in and is like, "What the fuck is that?"
Oh. Yeah, no, that's straight up lizard brain stuff.
I mean, that's fair, but I'm going to agree to disagree. I think I'd be cool with it. Like maybe I'd be like, "Oh shit," for a second, and then be like, "You're great. You're cool. You don't fill me with dread like those little tiny doll children that are up against the wall."
Okay, look, those would seriously freak me out more than the alien, I think. Because I'd have to stare at them for a few minutes when waking up in the morning and be like, "What? I don't have a baby."
Oh, so that does remind me. So next door to our work is a cigar shop.
Oh.
And in the back side of the shop, they have a rear door. Mm-hmm. And inside the rear door, we were looking in one day, you could see in the rear door to their kind of break room, but also inside their bathroom. And in the bathroom, there's a magazine rack but also the creepiest fucking doll I've ever seen, just like lurking there in the corner. It's like, how could you? Is this like motivation to keep employees from taking too long of a shit on the clock? I mean, because that's the only thing I can think of why you would keep that in there.
Also, did I mention the time that Holly and I almost bought a Raggedy Ann doll?
I grew up with those. I had a Raggedy Ann and a Raggedy Andy.
Well, you know, and here's the thing: we Holly and I are both like we know that the Raggedy Ann doll is the Annabelle doll.
Yes.
You know, it's not the creepy porcelain doll that the movies did. It's just a simple Raggedy Ann doll, and this was like the full size one, the size of a small child. And we saw it at a Goodwill, and we seriously considered buying it. And then I told her, like, look, if we bought this thing, you and I would torture each other with this because I would move it into places to scare the shit out of you.
Oh yeah, obviously.
So we ultimately did not get it, but that's one of the things. That's one of the two things that are banned in our house. The other one are Ouija boards.
Okay,
she will not let me get a Ouija board.
I could see that. So, real quick, speaking of the tobacco shop next door, that's the Country Squire. They have their own podcast. You can find it at thecountrysquireonline.com/radio.
If you enjoy such tobacconist pleasures.
Yes, so be sure to check that out if that's your thing. Where we actually know the guy that runs the shop. He's a real cool dude. I imagine the podcast is really good. I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. But
apparently, so from what I hear, it's like the #1 like tobacco and cigar podcast, which is, you know, very niche, but also pretty impressive.
Very much so.
Them.
Yeah, they actually have people from like all over the world come to visit their store.
Yeah, no, there have been people that come into our liquor store and they're like, yeah, no, we came down from Chicago to go to the Country Squire. And we're like, wow. So now that we've talked about dolls.
And now that you've given enough information to be doxxed.
Shit. Okay, edits will be happening.
I was just messing with you.
Oh, God damn it.
But
okay.
It is true.
Don't mess with him, he's sick.
I am. All right, so I've got an article again from Mysterious Universe, written by Paul Seaburn. As always, UFO expert says seagulls and flies may be alien spies. This one goes out to our big boss man at the station, Mr. Clark Wayne, who firmly extols birds not being real.
Yeah, but he says they're drones.
He does. Yes, you read that headline correctly, although some think it may be time to retire the, quote, UFO expert description for this particular person after he admitted this belief that extraterrestrials may have infiltrated the minds and or bodies of seagulls, flies, and other creatures who spend a lot of time around humans in a worldwide attempt to spy on us and send data back to an intelligent species planning to attack and take over Earth. So the general idea is that these aliens have figured out a way to hack into and control living organisms, specifically seagulls and houseflies. And let's see. Those include warnings that aliens are afraid of Russian president. This is the same guy that said aliens are scared of Putin. And Independence Day actor turned Oscar-banned pugilist Will Smith. And ETs like Queen Elizabeth II. And the most likely result of first contact between humans and aliens will be the demise of humans, which I completely buy that.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, yeah, that is... Oh no. Oh, no.
What?
It's Nick Pope.
Oh, shit.
It's Nick Pope, the guy from the UK that was in charge of, like, the British UFO thing for the government, is the one saying that birds and bugs are being controlled by aliens.
That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Nope, that is...
We haven't done an episode on him, have we?
No, we haven't. And I'm scared to, since he's still a going concern and like still spewing stuff like this, but I kind of feel like we owe it to ourselves to talk about him. Because like for a while, you know, he was like the go-to guy.
Yeah. He's one of those I would put on a short list with Georgios Tousakos, or Georgios Sakos, or I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but Tsoukalos, yeah. And then the other one is I want to talk about Dr. Zahi Hawass.
Oh, fuck. Man, I cannot explain the rage that builds up every time someone brings him up.
And yeah, I think it'd be important to mention him, because there's supernatural things, there are mummies going on. So
you know what? We should do an arch nemesis episode where we talk about like Zawas, Nick Pope, and
we're just going like behind the bastard supernatural edition.
Pretty much, yeah. We're just gonna talk about like supernatural expert assholes. That would be great. I like that idea. But yeah, so everybody be sure to keep an eye out for your seagulls and house flies, and don't let them know what you're doing. Don't let
around them... seagulls never relax.
Yes.
Yeah, because they're going to steal your food and take it back to the NSA to DNA profile you.
Exactly. And then you'll get COVID.
Yes.
Or is it Corvid?
Ooh, it's Corvid COVID.
There you go.
It's bird flu. Shit. Somebody out there is making notes every time I fuck up like that and going, hey, he's on to something.
I bet it's Ghost Forge. Just the whole time.
We love you, buddy. So, Mike, have you got something?
I've been slaving away looking at these articles, and I can't really find any that jive.
Well, really? I've got one.
Okay.
We were just talking about you bad-mouthing and besmirching birds.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to talk to you about a hero bird.
A hero bird?
Yes, a hero bird.
Okay, let's talk about a hero bird then.
The title of the article is Pet Duck Leads Police to Body of Missing Woman, Granddaughter Charged with Murder. Yeah.
I'm giving this guy Duck of the Week.
Yep,
Duck of the Week. Duck of the Year. Jeez. You solve a murder case, you should deserve more than just a week.
It's like Detective Duck from Gravity Falls. So, let's see. Angela Wamsley, 46, and Mark Allen Barnes, 50, were charged with first-degree murder Thursday in the death of Wamsley's grandmother, Nellie Sullivan. This was published on April 18th by Marlene Lenthing. So I'm just going to go ahead and read this one because it's a short little article. A pet duck led police to crack the case of a missing North Carolina grandmother who vanished over 2 years ago.
Holy crap.
And led to murder charges against the victim's granddaughter and grandson-in-law, officials said. All right. So, Wamsley Barnes charged first-degree murder on Thursday for the death of Nellie Sullivan. Officials say Sullivan would be 93 today if she were still alive. She disappeared sometime in 2020, according to the sheriff's office. We do not have a definitive date when she was killed, said Aaron Sarver, the Buncombe County Sheriff's spokesperson. However, police believe she has been dead for multiple years. Wamsley and Barnes had been under investigation in connection with Sullivan's death since December 2020, Sarver said. At first, they were arrested on a variety of charges from animal cruelty to drug possession, so they probably abused this poor duck.
Holy shit, yeah, I'd turn on him in a heartbeat, man.
Yeah, but by December 2021, the Barnes had been charged with concealing a death, and Wamsley had received the same charge on January 7th, 2021 in the sheriff's office. Investigators searched for Sullivan without a trace. A breakthrough in the case came on April 14th when a pet duck dashed under a trailer in Chandler, which led its owners to discover a container holding Sullivan's body.
Wow.
So the duck didn't really lead them so much as they were following a runaway duck and they found a container.
That technically counts as being
friends,
led.
This is the duck version of Johnny Smith from the Dead Zone. This is the duck version of Johnny Smith from the Dead Zone.
That's
He's getting glimpses of the future.
Okay. So it's a psychic duck.
But so this isn't their duck, this is someone else's duck?
This is someone else's duck. So I guess the couple...
They hid the body under someone else's trailer?
I think that... See, I'm wondering if maybe someone else bought the trailer because of the legal issues that these two are having. They probably had to sell the trailer for bail or whatever the fuck it is.
But you'd think that if it was their trailer at one point, the authorities would have searched it. So I'm thinking they went to another trailer in the park and
That'd be
shoved the body under it. a container of the body.
And can I just say, like, and who's the owner of this duck again?
Just some people.
See, I was really hoping it was like the victim's duck.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
That would have been like adorable. That should be like a comic or a short story or a whole fucking series about a crime-solving duck. I don't give a fuck.
They did that on Gravity Falls.
Okay, fair enough.
You don't give a fuck about the duck.
You don't fuck with the duck.
You don't fuck with that duck.
But yeah, no, I'm just, good for that duck.
Yeah,
just good for that duck.
I will demote that duck back down to Duck of the Week.
Okay.
It seemed more coincidental. It was not a purposeful leading of investigators so much as a people chasing the duck and then found something they didn't bargain for.
Well, I like to see the glasses half full, my friend.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying
also, I sent you guys a picture.
Oh, did you?
Where the duck
in the host chat.
Murder! Detective Duck.
Yep.
You know, it makes me think of Detective Chimp from DC Comics, which I find much better than Hitman Monkey, or Hit Monkey, or whatever.
Hit Monkey, yeah.
Mike, I sent you an article that I would like you to... actually, here's the thing. It's not so much an article, but...
It's a tweet leading to a...
Video. Yeah.
But saying... compelling footage of the Loch Ness Monster swimming under the surface of Loch Ness.
Now, the thing is, I watched this video at work.
Yeah.
And it is certainly some footage of the loch.
Yeah, I'm seeing the loch. There's there.
I am skipping ahead.
Yeah.
And
it's very glassy. Which is,
good, because, then ripples and stuff can show up.
Yeah.
I am continuing to see the loch.
Yeah. That mirror surface means you're not seeing anything underneath it without a polarized lens.
That is certainly...
So is it this foreground thing that's probably a cloud or something in the sky?
I guess, because, I'm just sitting here going, wow, that's Loch Ness, all right.
Yeah, I don't understand what they're pointing at.
Now, I do like that it's got 56,000 views and 12 likes. I think that's very amusing.
So 12 people thought they saw it.
13 likes. Yeah.
They saw it and were asked enough to say, okay, yeah, I'll like that.
Yeah, because I see what it looks like distortion, but it's probably not. It's just a reflection.
One of the first comments, wow, I almost thought I saw something.
Yeah. Well,
and somebody says, hey, you forgot the effects.
They forgot to start pulling on the rope that has the, fake Loch Ness Monster.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, how bad is it that even today that the surgeon's photo is still the best evidence of the Loch Ness Monster that we've got?
I'm just getting Jurassic Park vibes where Ian Malcolm is knocking on the glass. Excuse me, there's going to be Loch Ness Monsters in this video. Yes? Yes?
Yes, and then his muffiny chest just breathing up and down.
That was an awakening for many people, my friend.
Yeah, look, Yeah, no, it was. All right, so I've got one.
Okay.
Partygoers claim to have encountered winged humanoid with glowing red eyes in Elk Grove, Illinois. David, do you know what that sounds like to me?
Oiving.
Oh, it's Oiving, Mothman attorney at law.
Oiving.
So,
or just someone stoned out of their mind.
That's, I don't know, maybe.
Really red
so,
eyes.
Don't shit on my fun. Don't do it. I need it.
Where is this from? Yeah, the Singular Fortean Society. Tobias and Emily Wayland wrote this on May 3rd, 2022. So, pretty breaking in the world of the paranormal. Mm-hmm. Manuel Navarrete of UFO Clearinghouse. Wait a minute.
Is that like,
publishers?
Do you win money from them?
Man, I don't want
UFOs dirt cheap.
You won 10 billion Zeta bucks.
We got you discs. We got you cigars. We got you pyramids. We got you Christmas tree lights.
You want to save your fruit? Put a pyramid on your fruit. So, they received the following report recently from a witness in Elk Grove, Illinois, who said that she, along with several relatives, saw a winged humanoid perched atop a nearby garage during a family birthday party last April 9th at approximately 11 p.m. So already, real good conditions for seeing a black object.
Just wanted some cake, man.
Yeah, yeah. Look, I turned him off.
Sure if he was invited.
Yeah, that's true. And
Feeling
with COVID, that's the thing. What if he's just sitting there going, "No one invited me"? We were at my niece's birthday party, and I joined my family members outside for a drink and to smoke a cigarette. We were standing behind the garage when my cousin got everyone's attention and pointed toward the neighbor's garage. There on top of the garage, what looked like a really thin man, except he was hunched over and had extremely long arms, freakishly long arms that he was propping himself up with. He just stood there hunched over on his knuckles, looking at us with these bright red eyes that did not blink. He had a pair of large wings that seemed to come out of his back and was slowly moving. They looked like he was slowly moving them up and down while he stood there looking at us.
Okay, Linda Belcher.
Yeah, thank you. So, so basically it stared at him for a little while from 60 feet away and just sort of jumped up and flew the fuck off.
Maybe it's like a vampire. You have to invite him in.
Yeah, I guess.
Let the right moth in.
Yeah. Let's see. Neverett said he was able to interview the witnesses who initially reported the sighting. I made contact with the reporting witness who stated that she had joined her uncle and her cousins outside while they were sharing drinks and smoking, he said.
Smoking what? That's
the question. And drinking. That's my at a children's party, meaning they were several sheets to the wind, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you've got to entertain yourself somehow.
Yeah, at this point, the kids were away and it became the adult party.
Yeah. Do you know how many times people come into our store and say, "Give me a pint of Jack, I'm going to a kid's party"?
I can believe it.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. Because it's like, going to a fucking kid's party, they're going to be screaming. I don't need to sense anything.
Mm-hmm. Tell you what, though, Jack Daniels and birthday cake, that's a great combination.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I don't know. I've had those dark moments.
I prefer rum.
Okay, apparently... Okay, a lot of people are saying it's a brouhaha.
Oh. A brouhaha? Well, that was a party, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There is in Mexico, there is lore about a
flying witch
that can transform into an owl.
Yes.
Well, which, saying, with the large eyes, that would make sense.
Well, they're saying a brouhaha, but let's not forget that this happened in Illinois during the current Mothman flap. Mm-hmm. There's actually a continuing series of sightings of the Mothman at O'Hare right now. So, could be related.
You know what? I'm just going to put this out there. Mothman, if you're listening, we want to talk to you.
We do. We just want to talk, man. We think you're cool. We know you're just trying to warn us about the bridge. It's fine.
We'll get you some sugar water. You'll have, we'll feed you.
Or, a old sweater you can chew through, whatever. So,
you're gonna look silly when it turns out he's not even a moth. Maybe he's like
actually a butterfly man,
or who knows?
Yeah,
because the thing they described didn't sound like a Mothman.
Well,
it sounded more like I don't know, a Batman.
Okay, it sounds like the Mothman.
I mean, I'm looking at the sketch right here, and I mean, it looks like a sketch, like a poorly done sketch by one of the drunk adults.
Oh, yeah, no.
Mothman.
Because I love how they put, like, some kind of weird, like, pointy nose on it. Mm-hmm. And, like, a little smile underneath. Mm-hmm. Which leads me to believe they saw it, and it actually was friendly and was like, I would like some cake. I don't know why he has that voice, but, I like some cake if you can spare some cake.
Do you have any milkweed?
That's a nice shirt you're wearing. Be a shame if holes got in it.
Mothman's recently been on a British trip, so he comes back talking like a British person.
Yeah, no, it's like Gillian Anderson.
Yeah.
He used to be
Spent some
American.
time in Barcelona.
Barcelona. Yeah.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
There you go.
Barcelona. Oh, God. Okay, so that's... I just like the idea of Mothman being a world-weary traveler.
You know, I'm just happy to get, like, Mothman updates. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
I've been asking for, like, UFO updates, but, like, just our friend Mothman.
Yeah.
You know,
The very...
our first friend.
Yeah.
What kids party lasts till 11 p.m.?
The kind where the kids go to bed and the parents are trying to cope.
The parents are probably getting ready for a key party.
Oh.
Speaking of, I may be recording one Sunday. Not an actual key party, but an episode of our my other podcast.
Yeah, you
Key
should have
Party.
specified that.
I just did, thank you.
Yeah.
Now,
Gonna participate in the
also,
key party.
if you head to singularfortean.com, they actually have a link to a timeline of the Chicago Mothman sightings. So, if you're looking for more information on that, they got it.
Oh, we missed an Easter news update.
Did we?
Yes. Illinois woman reports childhood sighting of 6-foot-tall bipedal rabbit on Easter, published on May 5th.
Is it the Bunny Man?
I don't know. I just saw this head and I'm like, God damn it, why wasn't this on when we were doing our Easter episode?
Shit, I know. We could have put that in the episode.
I'm just going to scan it real quick and just see if there's anything worth mentioning.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, Mike, have you got any others?
So it is 11 p.m., 50 to 60 foot away, but they all had a good view of the thing.
I don't know that that's how that works.
I mean, yeah.
Like, there are other sightings of the Mothman that have happened where I'm like, ooh, that's cool. But, like, this is definitely a, I don't know, like, maybe it's some yard reflectors?
It could have been a bird.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. They always say it's a heron. It's either or like
And Piper Crane!
fucking Piper cranes, yeah, or owls. Always fucking owls. Every paranormal thing is an owl.
Well, owls,
Well, the owls are not what
nocturnal.
they seem.
Oh, God damn it.
I mean, if you look at it, it could be an owl. I could see that being an owl.
Yeah, no, I agree on this one.
A closer
in
owl than they
principle.
think.
I agree in principle
Maybe if
on
there's
this.
a light shining at it, so its eyes reflected.
Sure, but like on this one, I agree.
Yeah.
But not all of them.
Okay, so I think I want to read a little bit of this Easter thing.
Okay, and before you do, I just want to say that I think that just means their garage is about to collapse. I mean, technically, given the
So
Mothman's
many
track
dead children
record.
on a birthday party.
No.
Many dead children.
Okay, so about this Easter thing.
Okay, so this is a Easter story published on Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, God damn it. By the way, we're recording on Cinco de Mayo, so happy 5th of mayonnaise, everyone.
Mm-hmm. May the 5th be with you. Or no, I'm sorry.
Revenge of the 5th.
Revenge of the 5th, yes.
Yeah.
Wow, I fucked that one
May the
up.
5th be with you. Man,
And also with you.
and also with you if you're Catholic.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna read this because this is funny. So the Singular Fortean Society was contacted recently by Sharon, an Illinois woman who said that when she was 8 or 9 years old, she awoke early on Easter morning to see a 6-foot-tall white bipedal rabbit wearing a black vest and embroidered with multicolored glass beads hopping through her backyard. Sharon told...
did she chase it into a stump where she went into Wonderland?
Oh, well, we're going to read about her encounter here.
Oh, boy.
So she had sent this email on January 10th, 2022. So she wrote to the investigator, here's what happened. It was just after sunup Easter morning 1961 or 1962, a little north of Northwestern University in Illinois. I was 8 or 9 years old and knew that there were 2 Easter bunnies called Mom and Dad. I had never liked mornings, but I woke up that morning just as it started to get light and decided to check out the Easter basket for my little sister and me. They were on the they were at the coffee table at the den. I sat on the couch and began inspecting the baskets when I saw something unusual in our backyard. I could hardly miss it because it was direct line of sight with the baskets and it was big. It was a 6-foot tall white bipedal rabbit wearing a black vest embroidered with little glass beads of all colors, or so it seemed. It was about 15 feet away from the house, facing away from it, so I saw it in profile. It was standing next to our 7-foot tall blue spruce tree about 25 to 30 feet away from me for maybe half a minute, long enough for me to get a good look at it. It never looked in my direction. It took a short step before it hopped like a kangaroo, but with shorter hops, and each hop was double the speed of the last. And the rabbit quickly became white and black, the vest blur, and vanished before it would have hit the back fence. After that, I poked my head into my mom and dad's bedroom, not to see if one of them had put on a show, because I already knew that it was not a person in a rabbit costume. But if they were awake, I wanted to tell them what I saw. They were sound asleep, and so was my sister, so I went back and woke up at the normal time. I never uttered a sound from the time I first woke up until the second time. Even our little Airedale Terrier slept through it. Everyone's first priority was the Easter basket opening ceremony, and that's when I told my whole family what I saw, who loved it, especially my sister, who was 3 or 4 years old. I've never been shy about telling folks what I saw Easter morning from the start until this day. I'm not the Lone Ranger. I've heard other encounters with giant bunnies, be it Easter or not.
That's a hell of a statement to make. I'm not the Lone Ranger.
Right. It is my only anomalous experience other than an NDE around age 5 until decades later. So she hasn't seen anything since that encounter, but she was reminded of it while watching television.
Okay. First off, I'm willing to wager the rabbit, standing by the tree, looked over and goes, "Shh, hey Doc, I'm not a serial killer."
It's cute. It's cute.
Also, here's the thing. The fact that she, quote, went back to bed and woke up later at the normal time inclines that the first waking up did not actually happen. Yeah. Especially since this was the 60s and now you're talking about it. Also, here's another theory, though. Mm-hmm. Mike, I want to get your opinion on this theory.
Okay.
So, she goes in and is looking at the baskets, right? Mm-hmm. She starts eating chocolate, right? Mm-hmm. Laced with acid.
I mean, the time was right.
Yeah. Mommy, Daddy, I love this chocolate. What are these little squares of paper?
I do have a little more. This is gonna shake things up for us a little bit.
Okay.
All right. Researcher Stephen Wagner posted a list of over a dozen such sightings that he had compiled to the website Live About, updated most recently in 2019. The witnesses in these encounters are, unsurprisingly, almost exclusively children, with the lone outlier being a sighting of what was, in all likelihood, a perfectly normal human being. The sighting reports are either partially or entirely anonymous and generally describe up-close encounters with Santa Claus while inside of the witness's home. So far, the Singular Fortean Society is aware the report submitted by Pierce very well could be the first such sighting given completely on the record. Multiple competing hypotheses exist to explain these holiday-themed encounters, with the most skeptical including dreams, hallucinations, misidentifications, and outright hoaxes, while more paranormal explanations include Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and other such entities as living thought forms, along with the possibility that these images are being used as a disguise, for otherwise projected by another unrelated paranormal entity or phenomenon. So I'm just picturing a fucking Gray wearing a bunny suit like this is our chance.
What the Hey, Google. Stop.
What was it telling you about?
That's a good question.
Don't know.
But hey, man, there's been over a dozen such sightings.
Okay,
so let's be a little more open to the possibility here.
Then I'm gonna go with my typical response of this was a ultra-terrestrial poking in from the superstructure.
I mean, makes sense to me.
A bit of undigested cheese.
A lump of gravy there. No, I'm sorry, a lump of cheese. There's more gravy than a grave about you. Yes.
I totally understand that. But yeah, no, I think if you want to go with a paranormal explanation, yeah, this was a screen memory of somebody seeing something. You know what? Maybe she got abducted by aliens. Maybe this is her first abduction, and that was the screen memory they put in.
Yeah, and it would take easily because it was on the holiday because she was looking forward to Easter.
Exactly.
So she was more... Yeah, I also want to think that maybe there is a 6-foot-tall anthropomorphic rabbit as a cryptid that's running around, and she saw it.
Yeah, what's up, Doc? Yeah,
that's the world I want to live in.
But really, you don't want to know what it was?
Serial killer?
No, it was Jesus as the Easter Bunny.
Oh, that again, right? He was looking for Santa.
No, yeah, you're right, he was. I was about to correct you, but I was like, no, you're right, he was.
Hey, little girl, have you seen Santa Claus? I'm gonna stick him with a shiv.
He's bitter that Santa still gets the top billing.
Man, can you imagine the horror of seeing like Santa come down the chimney and then just like a rabbit jumps out, stabs him in the gut with a sharpened toothbrush.
You got to make that a short film.
It's Jesus, and he's just like, "Shh, or you're going to hell."
Just Santa's like bleeding out, and then Jesus is just kind of like stroking his face, just like shh.
No struggle, only dreams now. So that was shockingly fun, actually. Mike, if you got another one,
so
because I'm saving my last one.
What was it? There was something. I mean, I wasn't too into it. So there's this thing you posted about with the pictures of the pterosaurs.
Yeah.
Can't really do much of that, on a podcast.
Well, you can, but we're not that good yet.
Well, I mean, it's just like Pioneer and Civil War people with Photoshop pterosaurs in there.
Or, model pterosaurs, something. It could also be like Civil War enthusiasts.
Well, yeah. But anyway, how about I think I accidentally summoned my own OC, Donut Steel.
Is this Sanic?
No.
Can we talk about this? Let's go into this. I like this.
So,
this is from Dusty, by the way, Dusty Pages, who's eventually going to be on the podcast helping me with an episode.
So anyway, okay, how do I explain this? I am 24 years old, female, and English is not my first language. I'll start with something stupid to mention here, but I will because it is necessary. I write fanfic.
Oh, boy.
But that's not why I'm here. But
read it anyway.
But because I believe I invoked unintentionally one of my characters, and that's not good because he's kind of not a human.
Question mark period?
Yeah. Well, it started on Friday. I went to a park near my house, and while walking, I found a silver box, 20 style, to put cigarettes in. So a cigarette case, silver cigarette case.
We've got a coworker with one of those.
On the front was written with a knife, VE, the initials VE, and I thought that was cool, so I kept this box and brought it home. I thought everything was fine, but then the weirdest things started happening. I have a character who's basically a demon with the appearance of a human, and his name also starts with the initials VE. So you'd find that box, but it wouldn't occur to you till later, because it says, however, I only remembered while I was writing the fanfic, and I had to mention the name, but that's when I felt a terrible chill and remembered the cigarette box.
David,
sure.
You got any thoughts yet?
No, not yet. I'm just enjoying the ride.
Quote, but that's not scary. It's just a coincidence, right? No, I attend a church, and we usually believe in the materialization of things, and I have a strong history of materialization. EX, I think of a chocolate cake in the morning, and in the afternoon, someone buys me a cake without me having said anything about it. It has happened several times, enough that I'm sure that picking up this silver box in the park can get me in trouble.
Okay, can we just get her to get us cake?
I mean, if you have that kind of trouble, if you have that kind of, like, things happening, can't you, like, think a little bit bigger, love?
Yeah, but I'm just gonna go with cake.
Dream a little bigger.
Cake. Bigger cakes.
Oh, the biggest cake. I have no one to talk to about it because I have no friends. And no one in my family should know that maybe we could be haunted by a character I created in my head. I know I sound crazy, but I don't gain anything by creating a story like this, and all I want is advice on how I resolve this.
Yeah, you get nothing but attention.
You got on the podcast. Way to go.
Shit! Wait a minute, she summoned fame.
Oh, yeah, maybe she was thinking she was in the cafe.
I love the TLDR.
Yeah, I accidentally summoned something from my head. I do that too when I'm ill, usually, like lots of snot. Summon snot. Edit to add, I'm not part of a Christian church. It is a Celtic belief that we have followed in our family for at least 3 generations. And although there are some Christians in my family, we do not stop believing in the belief of materialization.
Okay, that's an interesting wrinkle to all that.
Yeah. So she says she attends a church, but
A Celtic church.
But here it kind of seems.
I think what she means is she's going to a Universal Unitarian church, is what I'm thinking. Unlike, I mean, of course, also English in our first language. We don't know where she's from. Oh, wow. Okay, I was going to, well, user 124JKM.
Yeah.
Man, come up with a name.
Well, when you're doing a throwaway account to beef up your fanfic cred.
Sure. Well, I love the first comment under all this is oh, sorry, there's more, isn't there?
There's one more paragraph. Another thing I have not mentioned before is also that since I found the box, I have been having nightmares, and commenting on this with my sister. She told me that she has seen shadow person like on Sunday, but the nightmares I had not assimilated with the box before.
That's all one sentence?
Yes.
I thought so.
I don't want to read this person's fanfic because
I don't either.
Very good.
No.
I have the photo, but I don't know if I can put it in the post now that it has already been posted.
Okay. All right. And I don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
Reminds me of the story. The first comment reminds me of the story of the creators and writers of the DC character John Constantine, seeing him in real life.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what I'm following up. Who created John Constantine? Was it the guy
that would have been Alan Moore.
Yeah,
Alan Moore came out with John Constantine during the his run on Swamp Thing.
Right, and Alan Moore's the Rasputin impersonator, correct?
Yeah, Alan Moore is technically a wizard. Yeah, I mean he does practice magic. So.
Yeah, no, him and oh good lord, what's the guy that did the Invisibles?
Was that Morrison?
Grant Morrison, yes.
Yeah.
Man, there are a lot of chaos magicians in comics.
Well, it's all the people who wrote for 2000 AD over in the UK.
It's true.
Yeah, because and I have a theory about that because of the repeal of the witchcraft law in the UK in the 1950s. Meant a lot more people started getting into occult stuff, and you get all these occult nerds writing comic books. So,
yeah, this is kind of sad.
Here's someone giving the real helpful advice. All these people just guessing what's going on. This person has real concrete steps to take. Get an empty coffee can, fill it with salt, shove the box into the coffee can, duct tape it completely sealed, like wrap it up like a mummy in duct tape. Take the can to a public dumpster and get rid of it. Don't bury it. What do you think is going to happen when the dumpster gets emptied?
Right?
Yeah.
Put it in the trash.
Maybe they think it's going to go into a big incinerator or something.
Put it in a trash bag with super gross stuff so no one is tempted to loom through the bag and open the canister. Loom, yeah.
Just standing there being menacing.
Loom through the bag, though.
Uh-huh, yep. Well, you got to climb in and then loom your way out of it. You basically have to skewer the bag off of you.
Yes.
See, I have issues taking out the trash because sometimes like a little bit of the garbage juice gets out, and I'm just like the entire time I'm walking that out. So that would stop me. I wouldn't touch the ancient artifact of evil if it was surrounded by garbage.
Yeah, not gonna lie, man. After cleaning up human poop, garbage, kind of the voodoo's gone off of it for me.
You've seen the depths of humanity.
I've seen a lot of the depths of humanity, yes.
They're in Brazil.
Ooh, wait.
Celtic religion in Brazil?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is that, I mean, like, you know.
What the fuck is going on with this?
What?
I don't know, but
what the hell goes on in Brazil?
They have like a shitload of posts in Brazil, and this looks like Brazilian Portuguese.
Wow. That's interesting.
So there's a bunch of fucking druids living in Brazil right now? What's going on?
I don't know.
I know several other people that moved to South America at one point, so who knows?
You're just following orders.
God damn it. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up. That's fun. I like that one.
That's such a weird one.
It is a weird one. Like, and here's the okay. Do you have a thought on this? If you do, contact us via our Twitter at SuperNatPod or via the forum on supernatpod.rocks. We would love to hear your thoughts on that one.
Mm-hmm. So, not to really like dig too much into this person, but I decided to see what else they posted on Reddit, and one of them, what the topic is about isn't too important, but they also say, where is it? I've lost what it was exactly. Oh, I don't like my religion, but I'm forced to follow it because my parents don't let me leave the house.
Ooh, this is some mental illness coming up, I think.
I follow a religion that taught me to be afraid to show my arms. So,
Fuck.
And after so much time, I simply refuse to stop wearing a sleeveless blouse.
What the hell? I feel like we need to stage an intervention.
Or they're using religion for a lot of excuses. Because it seems like either the weirdest cult ever, or...
I don't know, man. I've heard about a lot of cults, but... I don't know. In Brazil, that is really weird.
So we got a Celtic-based religion that believes in materialization, can't show bare arms.
What about the arms of bears?
And forced to follow.
That's fucked up, man.
I wasn't aware the NRA had that power that they can't bear arms in Brazil.
That's terrible. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've got a segment I'd like to do. This isn't. First off, David, do you have another news story?
I do have something about living in a haunted homeless shelter, but we can always save that for another time if you want.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm going because we've got a few segments to go here. The first thing we're going to do before we go into year two is the horrible sounds of space. Now, over the years, we have picked up, let's see. All right, they're not giving the information, but there is a X-ray probe that NASA has that has been recording the sounds of different terrestrial bodies. Like, I guess it's the electromagnetic sound of different celestial bodies. And first, I would like to play the nightmare sound of Phobos, one of Mars's two moons. Does anybody remember what the other moon's name is? I don't remember. I haven't played Doom lately.
Io. I believe it's Io.
No,
Io.
No, Io's one of the ones of Saturn, I think.
Is it? I'm not a cosmologist, so
Me neither. Know. Are you a cosmetologist, though?
No, probably not. Have you seen me?
Yes.
Oh, it's Phobos and Deimos.
Deimos, that's the other one. Well, this is the sound of Phobos. It's shockingly unpleasant. But just wait. Now we're in some mad scientist's lab.
Sounds like someone's getting beamed aboard.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is like electromagnetic radiation, because it sounds like, early sci-fi effects, which are basically just, FM modulations.
Oh yeah, no, but it is a horrible sound.
Who put the theremin through the garbage disposal? I gotta know.
No, they dang it. I got it. I
don't want to adjust the sound on that one though.
Yeah. Yeah. That was insane. Now, what I've got next is the sound of a black. Here it is, the Chandra X-ray Observatory. Observatory data sonified. This is the sound.
so they're just taking waveforms and basically correlating them to sounds instead of whatever the waveform normally is like.
Yeah. Well, the first one I found was Phobos, and there was like no information on it, but this one actually has description. So this is Chandra X-ray Observatory observations of the Perseus Galaxy Cluster's black hole in M86's jet. All right. Mm-hmm.
It's like the soundtrack to Twin Peaks.
It's also panning left and right.
I don't know if y'all can pick that up, but it's panning left and right. It sounds like hell. It sounds like Satan.
No, it doesn't sound
gargling.
Doesn't sound nearly as much of like hell as that Russian boar thing.
Okay, true, but it's haunting.
No, a little bit.
It's rather chilling in a way. So that, of course, is a black hole, which, as we all know, is the remains of a dead star, which has collapsed into itself.
It actually sounds like some of the sound effects from Disney's The Black Hole.
It kind of does. Now, I thought, as a good contrast, I have the sounds of the sun.
Okay.
All right.
You're actually hearing the
Oh, God damn it. Anyway, the sun hums.
Yeah, it's very comforting.
It sounds kind of like, bad office lighting.
It kind of... Damn it, you're right.
Yeah.
Shit. We are in like a cohabitation workspace.
So Kevin, all this, talk of what planets sound like, you didn't mention what Uranus sounds like.
I can tell you what it sounds like. It sounds like... We're adults.
And that's why we're so popular as a podcast.
Yes, we're adults and professionals. So, yeah, that's my last bit of thing there. I thought it was interesting.
We should really probe Uranus.
I'm gonna...
Top U.S. science advisors say we should probe Uranus.
We talked about that, remember?
I know.
That's going to make a great pickup line. You got to start using that.
You want to probe my anus? Wait.
Well, no, that's not how the line works.
Terrible. I'm terrible. It's a good thing I'm in a relationship.
Scientists are suggesting that we probe Uranus.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Yeah, so, God, I feel terrible. Let's move on, shall we? David, you've got your own YouTube thing with your new segment.
Okay. How do we feel about Alex Chu?
I feel like we covered him so much. I don't know how I feel. I feel like mad at him, but also like really sympathetic toward him.
Yeah, there's some stuff going on here.
I think I could succinctly sum up how I feel about Alex Chu.
Yeah. It's fair. Oh, man.
Well, I'm introducing a new segment here. Welcome to ChewTube.
I knew it was coming, and it still got me.
Yep, so we're talking about Alex Chu's latest video. This one posted 12 hours ago. Prophetic Dream. Silver will drop to $13.53 in 2022. So Alex basically is talking about like how he has his little prophetic dreams. We've seen how successful those have been.
Yes.
He starts the episode off talking about how he's 51 years old and how he looks great, and he's been the same weight he's always been. He lifts up his shirt, shows his belly. He's like, I'm looking good. I'm looking good. He's also sniffing a lot, which I don't know. He might be using a little bit too much decongestant, if you know what I mean.
California decongestant.
What if it's spoo trees?
Yeah, it could be, but yeah, he's been he's looking older. You know, his website's talking about like how he looks so young, and no, he's
Yeah, we talked about that. He's definitely not maintaining.
Yeah, so I'll make sure that we have the video linked in the show notes. I am not subscribed to his channel because I don't want to monetize him in any way.
You know what's good, though? We have a Supernatural Selection YouTube channel that can subscribe to him.
There we go. Yeah, because we gotta keep track of this stuff week to week.
You don't want the algorithm to think that's your bag, man.
Oh no, we're already subscribed to crazy crap on the Supernatural Selection channel, so we're good. We can do that.
Yeah, but you know, he talks about his kind of like process by which he obtains his visions, usually through sleeping. Like he says, like as he falls asleep or as he wakes up, he has these. Which is just part of like the normal sleep cycle. Like your dream is usually most intense right before you wake up.
Right.
So, yeah. So it's him being Alex Chu saying that silver's going to drop to about $13.53. He spends like 4 minutes on it, and then he's like, "Okay, I'm done."
That's it. Just I'm done.
Yep.
That's sad as hell, man.
Yeah, so unfortunately, like for today's video, it's not the greatest, but it has all of the hallmarks of his typical videos. Him lifting up his shirt, him talking about the immortality rings, talking about
with that flag.
his dreams. Yeah, with the, I don't know what the flag is supposed to represent. Is that like the Alex Chu Super I Ching flag? I don't know.
It looks like a candelabra with a diamond on it.
Except one of the diamonds has like this weird tail on it.
Yeah, like it's got its dick hanging out. I don't know.
And then there's, is that a hat behind him?
That looks like a Chinese military helmet from the 19th century.
Just, we're going to be exploring this guy over the coming weeks, like through the YouTube videos. Mm-hmm. I do want to do Alex Chu too. I haven't come up with the
subtitle.
Like maybe I choose you or something like that. But I do want to talk about some of his other tech, and I there's so much going on here, and it is fascinating to me.
Yeah, Chu I choose you.
There you go.
Yeah.
And he's got
a Chu.
Yeah. So, and I haven't even gotten to the incest yet. So we've always got that locked and loaded in the pipe for us.
Oh, yeah. No, we got that just in case we run out of material. So, well, that being said, David, I think X needs to give it to us.
Yeah, I got something for us today.
Okay.
So, picture, if you will, a gray. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and show you the exact picture. I posted in the host chat.
I'm willing to wager I've seen this picture before. No, I've never seen this picture before. What the fuck?
That's like a early internet.
It looks like he's doing a diss track at us.
Right. He looks like he's about to drop some lines on us.
It's like a bonsai buddy gray.
Motherfucker's spitting flames.
So I want this picture in the show notes, and I want to extend this to the people in our Discord to answer the following response. Okay. This alien knocks on your door and enters. He says in an ethereal, ultra-demonic voice, "Hey, wouldn't you mind giving me your potato chips?" What do?
What do?
What do?
What do? This alien comes up to you, he knocks on your door, and then enters anyway. And then he asks in a very ethereal, demonic voice, "Wouldn't you mind giving me your potato chips?"
Wouldn't I mind? Yes, I would mind. You shit. Come on, Mike, verbalize.
That was it. That was all the verbalization I had.
I'm not giving him my chips.
Well, okay, so why aren't you giving the alien your chips?
Well, it looks like he's about to drop a diss track on me. He came in without waiting for me to come to the door.
Yeah, if
he's like, "Wouldn't you mind giving me your chips?" That's correct. Yeah, I would mind.
Polite, knock on the door. You open the door. He's like, "Hello, sir. May I come in your residence?"
You XCOM looking motherfucker.
And well, he's a gray, so Kevin, of course, would invite him in.
No, because he came in without the invitation.
Well, no, I'm saying I'm putting out a scenario here.
Okay.
If he had been more polite.
Okay.
If he has knocked on the door and waited for the answer.
Okay.
And then you open the door and he says, "Hello, good evening, sir. May I come in?" And you let him in, and he says, "I see you have potato chips. May I please have some of your potato chips?"
Yeah, no, it's completely different.
You share your potato chips with the extraterrestrial visitor.
Here's the other thing. If he looked like a normal gray, yes. But this...
He come busting in, demanding your chips.
Mike, you know what vibes I'm getting off this guy? Fred Durst.
Yeah,
if Fred Durst were a gray...
He'd probe and probe 90s. And probe and probe and what?
Yeah, exactly.
He has way too many wrinkles and lines.
You seen Fred Durst lately?
Well, yeah, I mean not for that. I mean for a gray, not for a Fred Durst. Yeah, I'm assuming Fred Durst is just like nothing but wrinkles at this point.
Yeah, but this I don't like him. He's got
teeth.
Yeah, yeah. He's got teeth. He's got a nose. And he looks like he's flexing. And I don't mean hitting a vape flexing. I mean he's showing the gun show.
He doesn't have shoulders. Like his arms are coming out the front of his body.
Well, that's what I mean. Sides. He's doing that thing where he's like, ugh.
No, it doesn't look like his shoulders are pushed forward. It looks like his arms just come out the front of his body.
But can we still agree that he looks like an asshole?
Oh, yeah. No, he's a jerk alien.
Yeah. Okay, David. How about you?
I'd give him the chips.
What?
Intergalactic relations,
No,
fuck that.
No, if you just give him the chips now, he'll start barging in any day of the week and demanding more and more shit.
I guarantee you.
If you give a gray a chip, he's going to ask for a soda.
Exactly.
This is like give a mouse a cookie. I see.
Yep.
Here's the thing. You give him the chips, David, you know what's going to happen? By the end of the week, he's at your school, dumping your books, giving you a wedgie, pulling up in his space.
Homework, earthworm.
Yeah, no, he's pulling up in his space convertible, and he's like, "You better have my homework done by Monday, nerd neck."
I'm sorry, Melmar.
This is Melmar, by the way. That is a Melmar face.
He just, asks which school person you're romantically interested in, and the next thing you know, he's dating them.
He's just finger banging.
This alien's gonna cuck me?
Oh yeah,
yeah, no, totally. You're gonna walk in, he's finger banging her,
or him,
or them.
Them, yeah.
There are various orify that can be banged with a gray finger.
Yeah, and multiple at once.
Yeah, nope, 2 hands.
I'm glad I went with this one because I had some other ones that were somewhat important questions, I think, philosophically.
No, this is the most important question.
But the fact that the alien came in demanding a chip like that just really set you off, Kevin.
Yeah, no, seriously. But it's the face. It's like, give me your chips, fool. I mean, this is the kind of guy you throw out at a party. You come downstairs to get something to eat, your little brother's throwing a party, and this motherfucker comes up and it's like, where's the milk? And he's got the last of your cereal.
He looks like he's the type of guy who'd come in your store. Hey, where's the Natty Light?
Yeah, and we can't sell it. That's the worst part. Or he's one of those motherfuckers comes in and goes, where's your quality house bourbon?
It just sets off your customer service alarm.
Fuck you, Melmar.
Did you say he would be in your house asking where the milk be up in this piece?
Yeah. Where the milk be up in his piece, son? Yeah, no, one of those kids.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, no.
I got a couple responses from the thread I can read if you want.
Yeah, I also just want to say the only thing missing off this gray, though, is a little soul patch.
we need to put a hat on him.
Maybe
a little hat with the pattern. You know what I'm talking about? With he's got it to the side.
I guess
it's got maybe some gold chain.
I was going to say he's missing the sunglasses, but his eyes are already black. So he just already looks like he's wearing sunglasses.
What he's fucking missing is a jewel.
Oh,
one of the jewel vapes.
Yeah, a little mouth fedora.
Oh man, wow.
Fuck you, Melmar.
I may have to Photoshop this later. Okay.
Okay, now, what are the responses from X?
Okay, so here's one response.
Okay.
I respond with, your problem isn't that you lack potato chips, but that you have created a reality of lack for yourselves as well as us. So reap what you sow. Bite a chip right in front of his face, spin 180, and moonwalk out.
What the fuck?
That's... I mean, like, okay, style points for the moonwalk, but, like, that's one of those, and then everybody in the McDonald's started clapping kind of things. Where no, they didn't.
The very next photo is a stock photo of a gun being locked, and then come and get them.
The Southern response.
Okay, oh, this is a fun one. I would do a big grin. I wouldn't say anything or get startled. I would simply smile at him and then try to caress his hands.
Yeah. Look, 90% of the people, if an alien gray just walks in their house, they're shitting themselves.
You know, I have a feeling like you, me, Mike, and David are like the three people on the planet right now that could cope with an alien coming in and asking for chips.
No, I would shit myself so hard. Like, because you have to realize what a worldview.
Oh, yeah,
like,
no.
Fuck that
That's
would be
like a
for me.
paradigm shift for you. Me, it's like, yeah, I was right. Unfortunately, they're assholes.
Then if you shit yourself, Melmar would just make fun of you for it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, son, you shit yourself?
Yeah, he'd just
like
be
that.
standing there going, what's up, shit pants? And that's the best insult he could come up with is shit pants.
Okay, another great reply. The guy flew across the freaking galaxy for a snack run. I give him the damned potato chips.
That is fair, but... Oh, wait, maybe he's pissed off because of low blood sugar. But still, fuck him, man. He should have planned better.
Give him a Snickers.
He could have stopped at the freaking Safeway.
Yeah, no kidding, man. Or he could have stopped at the fucking Migmag's Industrial Celestial Mart. I don't know.
Well, maybe he just wanted Earth potato chips.
Yeah, we do have some bitchin' potato chips. He didn't say what kind of chips either, did he?
Yeah. We
Yeah,
don't know if these
it's
were
just
like
potato chip.
plain sour cream and onion.
You know what? I bet...
That really, those weird, like,
Mike?
Canadian ketchup chips.
Mike, I want you to look at him. Look at that face. I'm going to say one thing, and you're going to agree with me. Cool Ranch Doritos.
I like Cool Ranch Doritos.
I do too, but look at that asshole.
Yeah, so does he.
That's all he eats.
Yeah, but those aren't potato chips.
Yeah, well, still.
Oh, this is a nice reply.
Okay.
Ask him if he wants me to cook him some Fritos with his steak too. I like to entertain my guests, expect it or not.
This is turning into that thing where the aliens showed up and froze time and the woman started cooking him steak. Do you
That
remember
might be what that post is referencing.
the Van Driesen affair? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, just cook the alien steaks while your family are frozen in terror. Mm-hmm. Oh God, do you want some steak? Yeah.
Oh, okay. One more reply.
Yeah.
Use it as a fleshlight.
Oh God. Yeah, you like that, fucker?
There were a lot of posts talking about sticking their dicks in his mouth.
You know, not with the teeth.
Oh.
I just hope that they're at least anatomically similar enough to us that their buttholes don't have teeth.
Why are you so concerned whether or not the alien has teeth in its butthole?
Because
what are you planning to do with the butthole?
If I'm
you'd
going to
probe
use
that
it as a
anus.
fleshlight,
Well, they're just talking about the mouth.
Yeah, there was nothing about anal insertion. It was clearly implied to be its mouth.
well, if
Kevin,
it's
Kevin over
flesh,
here sodomizing aliens.
I'm just saying, if I'm going to use an alien as a fleshlight, I'm going to see the look of terror on its
He's
face.
getting revenge for all those anal probes.
You
Right?
don't know me.
Jesus Christ.
You don't know me. You don't know what happened to me. You remember those dreams I told you about, Mike, where I'd go in the kitchen and like I'd see like there'd be that flash of memory of a gray curled up in the corner of the kitchen screaming in terror at me?
Because you
What did I
violated them
do?
aliens.
Yeah.
Dumb.
They came to probe.
But They got reversaled.
The probers became the probed. I'm not saying I'm a superhero. I'm just saying I may have
Clapped some alien cheek.
I'm just saying I may have done some butt stuff with aliens. I don't know. Could be dreams.
You got into Melmars?
I got into Melmarmellows.
Fuck.
God. Okay, well, that's the end of that one. All right, well, that's it for this week. Thanks, everybody, for listening. This show, once again, David, who's this show brought to us by?
This would be Turcom. The
webcomic.
Yeah.
If Dolly were doing a webcomic. So thank you for sponsoring us. We hope you have enjoyed the show, everyone. We will be back next week with some really messed up conspiracy stuff involving humanoid robots. So don't forget to check out all of the stuff on supernatpod.rocks. Hit us up on Twitter at supernatpod. I would tell you to go to the Facebook, but Facebook has been bugging me for 7 months to put the podcast on their platform. So I did, and now they're saying we're no longer supporting that, and you can't link to your podcast.
Okay.
I'm sorry, did I get bitter all of a sudden during the closer?
Not any more so than usual.
Okay, fair. Anyway, guys, thank you for being on. Mm-hmm. As always. We'll be back next week with more crazy crap. And so until then, everybody stay safe and stay frosty. Goodbye.
Later.
Just give him the chips.
All right, goodbye.
Anal probe.